You guys, literally after 17 years, Nissan has finally given us a new Frontier. Yes! I mean, this company has been selling the same truck since like 2005, and we finally have a third generation midsize truck. And I have to say, it looks really good, and I think it was worth the wait. I mean, like, look at it, you guys. It's got so much character. It's amazing. I can totally see the 1980s Nissan hardbody inspiration here, especially in the front of this Pro 4X with its painted grille. And I really dig on these square-shaped headlights too. I love the orange accents on the Pro 4X, but I think what I really like the most is just its size. I mean, mid-size trucks are really it when it comes to combining maneuverability with utility. Now, the Frontier did get a few inches longer overall, but the wheelbase and the width remain largely the same. The Frontier is going to be available in 2022 with a king or crew cab and a 5 or a 6 foot bed. Now, under the hood, well, we've actually gotten a preview of that with the 2021 Frontier. The 3.8 liter V6 engine puts out a best-in-class 310 horsepower and 281 pound-feet of torque, and that's mated to a 9-speed automatic transmission. Now, I haven't had a chance to drive the 2021 Frontier, but our very own Craig Cole has, and he says that it might be his favorite powertrain in the mid-size pickup segment. Smoother and more responsive than the Chevy Colorado's V6, but sounding way better than the Ford Ranger's boosted 4-cylinder. And this new 3.8 liter power plant ensures a max payload rating of 1,610 pounds and max towing of 6,720 pounds. Now, how does that compare to the competition? Well, it doesn't beat the Ford Ranger. It's more payload than the Colorado, but it's way less towing than that Colorado. In terms of the Toyota Tacoma, well, there are a few configurations there that will tow and haul more, but by and large, the Frontier actually beats the venerable Taco. New for 2022 is a standard trailer sway control, which uses the brakes to help prevent that dreaded fishtail that you might have going on back there. And you guys, the fact that that is new for 2022 just shows you how old this platform really was. I mean, that tech has been around for years. As for off-roading, well, Nissan didn't really give us any of those final measurements, so I can't give you any of the cool numbers like ground clearance or approach angle or anything fun like that. But the Pro 4X is returning with Bilstein shocks, a rear locker, and skid plates for the front, the 2-speed transfer case, and for the fuel cell. It's also wearing 265/70 Hankooks all-terrain tires wrapped around 17-inch wheels. Now, those Hankooks aren't really my favorite off-road tire. I'm more of a BFG KO2 or a Falcon Wild Peak kind of gal, but I mean, those Hankooks are serviceable. Sure. New for this year is a Pro X trim that is only offered in 2-wheel drive. It's got the same Bilstein shocks, but will only be wearing the front skid plate. Now, Nissan says that this is for the customer that wants that rugged look of the Pro 4X, but doesn't necessarily need all of the capability. I mean, that's kind of a bummer, since keeping up momentum in a 2-wheel drive across a desert can be really fun, but it can also end your day if you don't have proper skid plating. Nissan did spill the tea on the new off-road mode in its 360-degree camera. This now works at low speeds when you're in 4-wheel drive low, so you can get a view of what's around you. Right? I mean, it's always great to know exactly when you're going to drop off that rock and not have to rely on a spotter. Now, if you were expecting a modern cabin, not so much. You should really keep looking. I mean, frankly, everything in the class is kind of blah, blah. But Nissan really could have made a statement here in the interior, and I'm kind of disappointed. Although, one high point is the standard zero-gravity seats. I mean, no, they don't actually defy gravity, but they are the most comfortable seats at this price point. I do like that Nissan has paid a lot of attention to interior storage. The company says that the center console can hold 4 liters of stuff, but they kind of missed the boat by not making that center console cooled. I mean, there's nothing like just reaching in there and having an icy cold beverage while you're on the trail, and you don't even need ice or a cooler or anything. It's just right there. There's also a ton of storage in the door pockets, as well as a cubby on top of the dash, and there's underseat storage in the second row. A standard 8-inch color touchscreen is running Nissan's infotainment system, up from the wee little 5.8-inch screen in the 2021 model, and Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are both standard. A biggest-in-class 9-inch touchscreen is also available, as is wireless charging. Now, don't look for Nissan's Pro Pilot Assist here. It is not. Nissan says that its Frontier customer isn't really interested in a hands-on driver's aid system. Plus, it requires an electronic power steering system, and the Frontier is still rocking a hydraulic rack, although the ratio did increase by 16% this year, so inputs should be pretty darn quick. Nissan did not give us pricing or fuel economy numbers, only saying that it expects fuel economy to be right around the same to what it's getting now, 19 miles per gallon combined for 4-wheel drive or 20 miles per gallon combined for 2-wheel drive. The all-new 2022 Nissan Frontier will be available on the summer of 2021, and I can't wait to drive it. All right, you guys, am I right or am I right? This new Frontier looks super awesome. So agree with me in the comments and like and subscribe.